So unfortunately, yes, this is true. This is not a clickbait thing. I'm not going to be doing daily videos anymore. I'm sorry. So I've been living in Thailand now for 6 months and I've been doing YouTube every single day. I've just done over 100 videos in a row every single day. And now's the perfect time for me to take a little step back and slow down a little bit, and I'll explain why. So for me, doing daily videos has been detrimental to the growth of this channel, and it's entirely what's gotten me to be in this position I am now, that the strategy for me is evolving from here. So Dan the Man is a good friend of mine. I'm sure you know his channel if you know my channel. So we have a very similar audience, and we've been good friends since we both started our YouTube journey here in Thailand. And we've had so much data to be able to compare with each other. It's been really helpful in that way that we can compare our analytics. We've got a very similar audience and similar numbers and everything. So we can make little experiments and try little things and compare them against each other along the way. So over the last month, Dan's been going to every second day doing videos, whereas I continue to do daily videos. When you're starting out and when you're building the channel, daily is 100% the way to go. So now, and where we're at with our channels, doing daily isn't necessarily the best strategy anymore. So when I first moved to Thailand 6 months ago, I was all in on YouTube. You know, throughout my life, I've always had many various different hobbies at the same time. And I always thought that if I could just invest all of my energy and time into just one thing, I would actually be really successful at it. And that was entirely my strategy for doing this when I moved here. I just thought if I could just pour all my energy into just YouTube, that I would succeed. So I came over here with basically enough money to last about 6 months without making any income. I was all in, basically. It was like do or die. It was either going to work or it wasn't. And I wanted to walk away from it. If it didn't work out, I would have been okay knowing that if I gave it my 100% energy and just threw everything I had at it, if it didn't work out, then it wasn't meant to be. Thankfully, I was able to start making an income from it. I think in the first 2 months, it was a small amount at first, and then it got more and more. And now I'm actually fully funded by YouTube. I'm actually able to save a little bit of money each month too, which is amazing. So time is a big part of it for sure. You know, it's been really hard for me to juggle. I'm working on some other projects as well at the same time. So it has been hard for me to juggle those things. This is a little sneak preview of one of the projects that I've been working on, but it's just been hard for me to find the time to allocate to these things. I've become so obsessed with my time and my productivity. I'm like the only person in the world that hasn't seen that Squid Games TV show, because I just can't justify losing all that time to sitting in front of the TV and watching a TV show. And the main thing is, making these videos is what I love doing. It's what I'm passionate about. But unfortunately, the quality of what I'm doing is far from what I'm capable of, just because I'm trying to do this every day. And I've gotten to a point where I'm just trying to do the most efficient videos that I can, instead of producing the best quality, which is what I really want to do. So it's not all bad news, especially for those of you that like this section of my videos. The good news is I'm actually going to be starting a second YouTube channel as well, and it's going to be entirely about food and food content here in Thailand, and me just trying all different foods. So I'm really excited to do that. And for those of you that enjoy this part of my videos, you should really like the channel. So this is my soy zero. If you remember from that video, I said my soy zero pad krapao place. Oh, I love this place. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I told them to make it more spicy for me because last time it wasn't as spicy as I could handle. Yeah,
She kicked it up a notch for this one. Come on, guys. Bye-bye. Awesome lunch. That place is great. So it's on Soy Zero. I've explained that before where Soy Zero is, but come to this place. Check it out if you're around here.
So you might think putting out half as many videos will give you half as much money, and that's not the case at all. And that was a big part of our experiment that we wanted to see this month. Actually, for me personally, only 30% of the revenue I earn each day is from my latest video. The other 70% is my older videos ticking away in the background that are still generating views. So basically, if I was to stop making videos every single day, I would only have a 30% dip in the days that I stop making videos. So if I only start making them every second day, then that would mean really I only have a 15% dip in revenue across the whole month. Now there's other ways that you can combat that. So what Dan was doing, he was making longer videos which show more ads, and that has the potential to make you more money. And we were trying to find the right balance of length of videos for how much money you want to earn and how much effort is required to produce those videos. So what Dan and I found out in our comparisons throughout the month is while I put out twice as many videos, I did earn more money than him, but I definitely didn't earn double the money, and it definitely wasn't worth double the amount of work that I put in. You know, a big part of what I enjoy doing is creating good content. You know, I'm actually having a lot of fun making this video. So this is in my studio, which is finally starting to take shape and it's coming up the way I want it. I'm shooting this on my good camera. I've been playing around with the lighting and moving the desk around throughout the day. So these are the creative things that I really enjoy doing that I just simply haven't wanted to spend the time on in the past. This is something I'm going to do a lot more of moving forward. So I hope that gives a little insight as to what it's like to be a full-time YouTuber. You know, we're very analytical and very methodical about, you know, our approach to all this. I definitely feel this is the right decision for me to do now. So as I mentioned earlier, I'll be starting a second channel, which is something I'm really excited about. So if you're into food videos and enjoy that sort of thing, jump over and check it out. I'll leave a link for that at the end of this video. So the channel's just been created and I won't actually have any content on there at the time of this video coming out, but I am currently recording something, so there will be the first video come out really soon. You know, for me, the bottom line is I love doing this. I like creating the content and I want to keep doing it. So a second channel for me is a different avenue basically, and a second creative approach that I can take. You know, I want to be making a similar amount of content really. It's not going to be a whole lot less. You know, my food channel, it's not going to be daily or anything like that. It'll probably be, you know, only a couple of times a week that I'll put videos on there. But this channel I plan to do like at least every second day still. Alright, we're going to wrap the video up here. I hope you found this interesting. You know, I had a lot of fun putting this video together in a new way, in a little bit more of an experimental kind of way. So I'm actually really excited to see the results myself. But as I mentioned before, I do have some really fun things coming up. The clothing line's coming along and that should be out within the next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's a really exciting thing for me. And jump over and check out my food channel if that's something you're interested in as well. That should be a lot of fun for me. I'm really excited to do that. And the first video should be up in just a couple of days. So I'll leave a little link for that up here. And I just want to thank everyone that's been following along the journey. I am having so much fun. Honestly, I'm having the time of my life. So thank you very much. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.